The Twilight Guide. In the deep heart of the Elderglen forest, where the trees wove a canopy so thick that the moon barely kissed the forest floor, weary travelers often found themselves lost in the twisting paths and whispering shadows. Few dared journey through the woods at night, for rumors of lurking beasts and vanishing souls filled the villages beyond its borders. But those who braved the darkness sometimes spoke of a curious light, a flickering glow, no larger than a candle's flame, dancing between the trees. This was no trick of the eye, nor a wandering will-o'-the-wisp, but Brindle, a tiny fairy with wings like autumn leaves and a heart full of kindness. Brindle made it her purpose to guide lost travelers. With a bell-like voice and a trail of golden sparkles, she would lead the weary away from treacherous bogs and unseen ravines, toward the safety of the old stone road that wound out of the forest. Gareth's perilous journey. One cold autumn night, as the wind howled through the branches, a lone merchant named Gareth of Winmere trudged through the forest with his heavy-laden mule. He had misjudged the hour, and the creeping fingers of dusk had stolen the path from his sight. Soon, the forest became an endless maze, each twisted oak and gnarled root looking the same. Fear gnawed at his bones. The hoot of an owl made him jump. The rustling leaves sounded like footsteps. Then, just as despair set in, a golden light flitted before his eyes. "Lost are we," chimed a small voice. Gareth blinked. Before him hovered a tiny creature no larger than his thumb, her wings shimmering with specks of light. "Follow if you wish to see the dawn," she giggled, darting ahead. Too frightened to question, Gareth clutched his mule's reins and followed. Brindle weaved between trees, guiding him around hidden dangers, a deep pit here, a thorny bramble there. The way twisted unexpectedly, and Gareth stumbled upon an old wooden bridge spanning a black river. "Careful now," Brindle warned, her light casting eerie shadows on the water. "The bridge is old, and something lurks below." Gareth swallowed hard and stepped forward, the boards groaning under his weight. Halfway across, a low growl rumbled beneath him. Then, a pale hand burst from the water, grasping at his boot. With a yelp, Gareth kicked free, nearly tumbling into the churning darkness. The mule reared, braying in terror. Brindle darted downward, her golden glow illuminating the river's depths, where a half-rotted corpse, draped in tattered armor, clawed toward the surface. "A drowned knight," Brindle murmured. "Best hurry, traveler." Heart pounding, Gareth rushed across the bridge, his boots thudding against the worn planks. As soon as he reached the other side, the ghastly hand sank beneath the waves once more, swallowed by the inky blackness. Gareth gasped for breath, turning to Brindle in awe. "How many have you saved from such fates?" Brindle only winked. "More than you could count. But your path is clear now. Hurry on." With one final nod of thanks, Gareth pressed on, the golden glow of Brindle's light leading him through the last stretch of the cursed wood. By dawn, he stumbled onto the main road, forever grateful to the Twilight Guide, the second traveler. But Gareth was not the only soul to wander Elderglen that night. Further into the depths of the forest, a young woman named Elena of Redbrook rode swiftly through the trees, her heart hammering in her chest. She had fled from a band of brigands on the northern roads, but in her haste, she had taken a wrong turn into the shadowed wood. Now, the night pressed in around her, the trees whispering secrets she dared not understand. She urged her horse forward, but the beast balked as the path narrowed into a tangle of roots and fog. A strange wailing filled the air, like the sorrowful cry of something neither beast nor man. Elena gripped her dagger, eyes darting through the gloom. Then a light. A flickering, golden light weaving through the trees. "Lost are we?" came a familiar, chiming voice. Elena gasped as a tiny winged figure hovered before her. Brindle's light was warm against the cold dread of the forest. "Brigands chased me," Elena whispered. "I know not where I am." Brindle spun in the air, thoughtful. "Then I shall guide you, but swiftly now. There are worse things than thieves in this place." With that, the fairy zipped ahead, her glow pushing back the mist. Elena followed, her horse's hooves crunching on damp leaves. As they rode, the wailing sound returned, louder this time, closer. Then, a shadow moved between the trees, hunched and twisted, with long, grasping fingers. It let out a shriek that sent Elena's horse into a panic. "The night wretch," Brindle whispered, her glow dimming in fear. Elena had heard of the creature, a spirit that preyed upon lone travelers, luring them deeper into the woods until they were never seen again. "Ride," Brindle commanded. Elena did not hesitate. She spurred her horse forward, tearing through the underbrush as the night wretch gave chase, its elongated limbs snatching at her cloak. But Brindle streaked ahead, lighting the path, leading Elena toward the safety of the old road. The moment they broke free of the forest's edge, the wailing stopped. Elena turned back, but the night wretch was gone, swallowed by the cursed shadows of Eldeglen. Gasping for breath, she looked to Brindle, who now hovered with a satisfied smirk. "You'll live to tell the tale," the fairy said. And tell it she did. Elena spread word of the Twilight Guide, just as Gareth had, and soon, all who dared travel the Eldeglen forest knew to watch for the golden light in the darkness. Some claimed it was luck, others magic. But those who truly knew understood. Brindle was always watching, ready to lead the lost home.